CSV files come in all shapes and sizes. Some general ledgers enable you to export a CSV file directly out of your general ledger. That may or may not be an effective way of getting to the CSV file that we need for the real-time CEO app. So I think the best way of doing that is in the first instance to export your income statement and balance sheet to Excel as two files, and then clean those files up in Excel and then use Excel to create the CSV file, which is a very, very simple process. And in this screencast, we'll show you what we mean by clean the file up, and we'll show you what we mean by creating a CSV file. In the real-time CEO app, the CSV file that we're importing needs to have two columns, and it needs to ensure that there's no spare rows at the top of the CSV file. In fact, in the top row, we would like to have description in column A and the year definition or month definition in column B. In the first instance, we're going to delete all of the rows at the top, so that our top row says description and the period. We do not need the account number, so we're going to delete the first column with the account number, and that will now put the description into column A where we want it to be. And the majority of the values are in column B under the heading 2015. If the totals are in a separate column, which sometimes they are, move those totals across to the same column, because the CSV file that we want should only have two columns, description in column A and the values in column B. One other thing to watch out for, and one of the things that can occur if you export a CSV directly from your general ledger, is sometimes the expenses in the income statement and the liabilities in the balance sheet are listed as negative numbers. It is important that ours are listed as positive numbers, and we then trust the real-time CEO app to bring those in accordingly. Having tidied up our Excel file, we can now create the CSV file simply by saying File, Save As, and then in the Save As type, we select CSV, delimited, and select Save. Let's now do the same thing in the balance sheet. We start by tidying up the spare rows at the top that we don't need. We take out the spare column that we don't need, give the title the year definition, and now move all of the totals that are in column C across into column B. Once again, making sure that each section does have a total, because in the real-time CEO app, we are going to want to be able to tag the totals. Once we've got everything listed as two columns, File, Save As, CSV, delineated, and select Yes. We have now got a CSV file for our income statement and a CSV file for our balance sheet. And if you look closely at the icon, you'll see a little A in the corner that shows you that it's a CSV file, and that is the file that you will now select to import into the real-time CEO app.